So in this video, I'll be going over what we did in March and April of 2025. So for those of you who don't know, Collision Cam is a business I started in 2023, which captures footage of vehicle accidents and provides that footage to those involved, local law enforcement, insurance adjusters, and attorneys. As usual, I spent a lot of time putting together cameras for new locations in both Salt Lake County and Washington County. We started in Washington County, where we installed a camera at Sunset Boulevard and Canyon View Drive. This intersection isn't horribly busy, but Fusion Specialty Pharmacy reached out and they wanted some additional security for their business, and they were next to an intersection, so it never hurts to cover more of these. Next, we went to the Larkin Group in St. George, who also reached out to us for some extra security. And then our last install in Washington County was actually at an HOA. So this was Meadowview Estates, and they wanted some additional security. So this was kind of in an area that doesn't really benefit us, but they were willing to pay for all the equipment, and that gave us a chance to try out a new system. So they wanted something that runs on power, but if the power's ever cut, it will run on a backup battery. And that's something we haven't used before, so it was fun to play around with that and see how that works. Aside from this main camera, they wanted us to install 2 solar cameras. So we purchased some heavier poles than we're used to and installed those, and that was quite the feat. We also filmed some content for our social media platforms showing new locations, and actually filmed our first client testimonial, which was really awesome. It was cool to see in person how our footage helps people. And we actually put that up on our new website, which you can go ahead and see for yourself at collisioncam.com. Next up, it was time for Salt Lake County, so I packed the van and we took off. First, we installed a pole for a homeowner who wanted to help out. We're installing a pole, that way we can put a camera on it to monitor the intersection here and under Bangerter Highway over here. So to do that, we have to dig a hole. Our engineers say at least 3 feet for the poles we're using. So we've dug the hole and have confirmed that this hole is about 3.5 feet deep. So next up, we're gonna put the pole in. Following this, we installed a few more cameras and even caught a small accident on camera while filming some content. And the rest of the filming was a lot more uneventful, but it was good to get this filmed so we could share with our social media platforms the locations we're monitoring. At our last install, we were actually joined by Fox 13 News, who interviewed me to share our story. I explained how we get permission to install cameras, who it benefits, and how the attorneys and insurance companies pay for access to our services. We hope this will raise some awareness so we can get the footage of these accidents to those involved. And that's all for this update, so thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next one.